Okay, so let's talk about a classic. A classic game that came out in 1998. This game is so ancient, so legendary, so beautiful, so nostalgic. And that game is called The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is the most critical and most praised game of all time. It sold 7.6 million copies on the Nintendo 64. And so, I would like to share my experience with this legendary game. What do I think about Ocarina of Time? What are my thoughts and opinions about the game? Well, let's find out. I already made a video about my experience with the Zelda franchise. And I did tell the story that when I first got Ocarina of Time on the 3DS, let's just say I wasn't too happy. And listen, I was a fucking idiot kid back then. Something that me and Donkey have in common.
So I turn this game on and I say, this game is old and sucks balls.
But yeah, I wasn't too happy because, again, I wasn't a Zelda fan back then. But I did give it a chance and yeah, I actually liked the game. But sadly, I've never beaten the game. And that I don't have my 3DS anymore. God, I miss my 3DS. But I did finally play the 64 version on the Nintendo Switch Online Nintendo 64 pack. And honestly, after playing the 64 version, it still feels the same, but it still feels, well, great, actually. Anyways, let's get to some other parts, shall we? Let's talk about the items. Of course, you got the main weapons, the sword and the shield. The sword to attack and the shield to block attacks. And of course, we have the bomb to explode. I mean, it's a bomb. Bombs are meant to explode. But we also have the bomb chew. I wonder if this bomb chew is supposed to be a reference to Pikachu. And of course, we have the bow and arrow with fire and ice and light arrows at the end of the game. The hook shot where you go to different platforms, especially higher platforms. The mirror shield is a shield that can reflect the light. And the Begoron sword is this big-ass sword that was created by the Gorons. There's also the Deku stick and the Deku nut, the Megaton hammer, and the Lance of Truth that will help you see through things. And last but not least, the Ocarina of Time. Hey, that's what the title of the game is called. And there is something that I want to talk about. The music. Oh my god, the music in this game is so beautiful, dude. Alright, now let's get to the bosses. Ocarina of Time have 10 bosses, but I will be talking about my favorite bosses. And those are Phantom Ganon, the Lava Dragon, and last but not least, my number one favorite boss of the game, Ganon. Let's start with Phantom Ganon. In the intro boss, Ganondorf shows up, but it turns out it isn't actually Ganondorf. It's an evil spirit version of Ganon known as Phantom Ganon. In this boss fight, Phantom Ganon will get into these paintings, and you have to shoot him once he comes out of one of these paintings. And when he's off his horse, he'll levitate and start playing ping pong with you. Haha, foreshadowing. And now it's time to talk about the Lava Dragon. Yeah, I'm still having a hard time pronouncing the name. All you have to do is hit it with your Megaton hammer. But this boss does have attacks, like breathing fire, of course, it's a dragon. And you might want to avoid falling rocks. Alright, now I get to finally talk about my favorite boss fight. And of course, that is the final boss, Ganon. After defeating Ganondorf and his castle collapsing, Ganondorf gets up and he decided to choose violence. He's all like,
"You think you have defeated me? Fuck that! I'm going beast mode!"
And he transformed to his pig beast form. And he also gets rid of your master sword. So all you have to do is dodge Ganon's attack, hit him with your light arrow, and attack his tail with whatever weapon you got, the Begoron sword or the Megaton hammer. And after all that, when Ganon is resting, I think, you go grab your master sword and finish the boss fight. And the ending of this fight was so cool, they show Link stabbing Ganon in the forehead. And this is one of the reasons why Ganon is my number one favorite boss fight in all of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is a wonderful game. And I play this game like so many times, like replay it so many times, and I can see why it's the most praised game. The story, the characters, the music, the boss fight, everything about this game is just wonderful. Now, I know I should have talked about the story, but to be honest with you, I just don't want this video to be an hour long. But to be honest, this video is more of a experience video than just a storytelling video. Well, that's it for this video. Hope you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next year. Goodbye. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Did you know that Sheik is actually Zelda?